Yeah. Welcome everyone. Welcome back everybody. My mic is working, yeah. Welcome back everybody. Subscribe to that guy's jacket. I'm just kidding. Notice I never put my name there. I know you can, but I'm like, nah. I think it's funnier that it's just a jacket. It's just some dude wearing a jacket. Welcome everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another vlog, everybody. Let me pull up the chat. No. Tonight is more of us just kind of chilling out. We'll be going over some of the permanent changes on the channel one more time, because there's one big one I have to do, and this is, we're not going to go into it in anything about that, because that's not what tonight's about. We're just going to say what's going to be happening. As you've seen my last couple of videos, sadly, I have very much already very much a little bit aggressively said that I was done with Smite. And also, I'm here tonight, I'm going to apologize for me kind of being these last couple of videos. I kid you not, and it's not just Smite. There's been some, like I said, me and my family have been going through some really bad times the end of this last month and the beginning of the year. It's getting better though. We're starting to come back and recover, so it's starting to ease up a little bit. On top of the fact that certain game that shall not be mentioned. I'm joking, it's Smite, but it drives me up the wall now. They've made so many bonker changes. That's the best way I can do it. In my calm voice, the best word I can give it is it's totally bonkers. Makes no sense. My brain's like, bleh, and that's it. I really don't know. But, I don't know. I just do not enjoy it as a game anymore. It's not my type of game now. It feels like they're targeting maybe a different audience. I don't know. Whatever it is, whether I agree with it or not, it's happening. So it just means we're going to be doing a different MOBA. You will be seeing a new MOBA coming to the channel that we might play here and there on the weekend before the main one comes out that I do care about, that I do know is balanced, and that I know works, which is League. Don't know when, but I know it's first quarter 2020 from what I've seen in the videos. So that could mean anywhere between the first part of the first quarter. I don't know if there's a mid quarter, because I think there's only a first and second quarter, right? So could be anywhere between now to like April, even June and July. Hopefully not. You never know. Yeah, I agree, Sealy. I agree. Yeah, well, also welcome, Sealy. Sorry I didn't say welcome. I was a little distracted. I want to make sure I apologize too, because I've been a little bit of a derp these last two videos. Especially the Gundam one. I really didn't like how I handled that one, especially because I was already upset from playing Smite. And I just... yeah. I shouldn't have let it get to me like that, but it just did. And I did let it get to me, and I shouldn't have, but... yeah. That's why I'm just... when I'm on that game now, it's more just for the jokes now and the laughs. We're not going to be streaming it anymore. That's a part of Big Tonight's announcement is I want to deeply apologize to all of my MOBA fans out there that were watching Smite. I'm sorry I had to cancel it, but I just can't do it. I can't do what Smite is becoming as a gamer, as someone who just wants to enjoy games. I'm not trying to become no tournament winner. I'm not trying to play the game to the point that my fingers instinctually press the button. We're not trying to get to that point. I'm not one of those types of, I'm going to go to the MLG type deal things. And Smite has no way to protect us type of players that are like that, on an honest level now, from those types of players. Those types of players, and Sealy can say it, James can vouch for it, all my friends who play with me who are all... Sealy's a little more sweat than we are, LOL, but even he has a hard time, because some of these guys, that's all they play is Smite, and I do mean all they play, which there's nothing wrong with that, but there should be, that's on high res, not on the player. That's on high res, not... And then, of course, all the broken changes they made, but we're not talking about that tonight. We're just talking about the stuff that's legitimately hardcore, hasn't changed no matter what season we're in. There is no system to protect against tournament and clans and people going into casual, regular play where people just want to play Smite and have fun with Smite and utterly obliterate their existence. And then they think that's fun. That's not. Maybe for the people who are abusing their power as a tournament player against a casual, maybe it's fun for them, and sure, I could see the allure behind it, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I would never do it, even if I was as good as a tournament player, because to me, that's not fun. Y'all know me, I like a challenge. I like having, but I also like it to be fair for both sides. So, oh well, that's all I can say. It's like, they're just, if they ever decide to put a ranking system in there that keeps the professionals away from the casuals, even in casual play, I'll come back to Smite. But until then, plus all the dumb programming item changes they've done and messed certain characters up, Odin doesn't work at all now. Good job, by the way, on that one. And that also made another YouTuber who we were talking about kind of mad too. And it's like, all I can do is just shake my head and be like, you changed all the wrong things. All the characters that needed to be debuffed did not get a debuff. I think Anubis might have got a small one. Doesn't matter because now, because the items have taken such a radical change, he's still the same. He's still just as OP as he was. So, and I play as him. I want to iterate that again. Anubis is my favorite character in all of Smite, and I still consider him broken. He's too easy to kill a whole team with, even if they're building anti-lifesteal. I want to be specific on that one. When you battle for 2 hours to get a challenge, but the AI be like, dead. Ardnot, I found a Yu-Gi-Oh card titled Nice Meme Effect. Your opponent cannot do anything. You know, it's funny that you talk about cards. I don't know where I have them. They're probably stored somewhere unless I gave them to the teacher. I don't know if I kept them. It was a card game I made in college in basic game design to teach me the fundamentals of just making a game in general. No programming, no 3D modeling. This class is just to teach you what it means to be a successful game design company. But that reminded me of that class because I made Yu-Gi-Oh, like my own little special Yu-Gi-Oh card game for that class. And I made all my own cards and stuff. It was great. Because I found this system, or this, I forgot what the program was called. It was like a thing we could make a template of a Yu-Gi-Oh card or of a Magic card. I kind of did both. Because we're not making money on that. It wasn't like that. We weren't gonna sell it or anything. It was to get it. It was to pass the class, and I based it on characters that I cared about from other things. Like there was a Sephiroth card. There was all kinds of characters. I think I made a Gundam card. Can you imagine that? You can imagine how unbalanced it was. I did just get done talking about balance, but the purpose wasn't to make the game playable at the time. It was to make it where does it function as it says it's supposed to, basically. Did you meet your quota? Did you do everything you said you set out to do when you wrote out your little the little template? This goes to show you how long it's been since I've been in classes, but there's this little. It's basically a rough draft. If you're a writer will know what that is. It's basically a rough draft with your game. It's all written down in words. There is nothing else. It's basically concept. But you make quotas and you make requirements you have to meet as a designer to get to these things and to say, hey, at least I made a successful game. You know, the rest you add on is just icing on the cake, and you do that either post-development or you do that if you have enough left to work it in, enough working time, enough budget if you're a real company. Stuff like that. So it reminded me of that. I missed that class. That was fun. Did it have a seal card? Yes. But by coincidence, now that I think of it, I didn't even know I was going to know a guy named Sir Seeley one day. I just had a seal card. I made all kinds of goofy cards. I basically went online, got a bunch of JPEG images, because you use JPEGs to put the image on the card in the little template maker. I made all kinds of stuff. And also, Brock Harling, sup, bro? Welcome to the vlog, everybody. Everyone who's just now joining, I wanted to, like I said earlier, I want to iterate the apologies for last two videos. I've been, a little cringy. A little too cringy for my taste. But like I said, I've been in a rough place family-wise and Smite. It's funny that that's the second thing that comes to mind after the first thing. But welcome, bro. But yeah, there was a seal card, Sealy, I kid you not. I could probably, if I sat here and thought about it, name off most of them. Not by name, just like what kind of images I used. I don't remember all the effects, though. I could not tell you that for the life of me. Because I did balance it the best I could. Like the Gundam, I actually had multiple parts to the Gundam. It's basically was like an Exodia type deal. You could not get Wing Zero unless you assembled him. Because if you had him, his attack power is like ridiculous because he uses the Buster Rifle and it's the dual barrel upgraded Wing Zero, the one we just got in the series not too long ago on SD Gundam. So yeah, he was basically Exodia. Was it the most broken card? No, the seal card. See, I don't remember what I gave the seal card. I think I made it a trick card, like a trap card kind of thing. A card that's triggered under certain circumstances, and then that card triggers something else. From what I remember, you gotta understand how this has been a while. That was one of the first SGD classes I took at, I might as well give a shout out because I went there anyway, Central Piedmont Community College. That's where I went because I live in the NC. So, really sorry you're having a wee bit of tough time of it right now, man. Wish I could help. Yeah, it's fine. We're getting it straightened. It's just, we was close for a little while there. That's all I can say. That I've never gotten to that point. That's why I have to apologize. Normally, I will never let myself get to that point. But, let's just say me and my family were on edge pretty hard at the end of that last month. Before this month started. Or will start. Technically, this month is not quite over. But you know what I mean. When you make the Zero Gundam, but they need It's funny you should mention Super Saiyan Goku. Yes, there was a Goku card. Why would not? Why would you not? If you have the power to make whatever kind of Yu-Gi-Oh card you want, why not make a Goku card? By the way, it is not a character card, it is an attack card. It's a magic card, meaning it is a card that you use one time. I couldn't bring myself to make him a character card because the Gundam was already broken. In testing, I already figured out, oh god, the Gundam, that's why I separated. When I first tested the Gundam as just a regular card, if you pull that thing, you become invincible. I was like, that can't happen. That's death. Nope. Nope. So I ended up having to change that. That never got pulled, by the way. I made too many cards in the end. Then no one ever even got Zero, the regular card. But you can't use it even unless you have it because it says specifically in the stats. This one I remember because you know me, I'm a Gundam fanboy. It said, you must have all, and I had to make it 5. I tried 4, I tried 3. It was too easy to get when I play tested it. But then again, I play tested it before I added other cards in, which was kind of dumb. I was still a noob when I did that, when I did this game. I'm not afraid to admit it. So I ended up making it 5 pieces. Torso, with the head attached to it already. So the torso and the head are together. And then arms and legs. Both arms, both legs. So, 5. But it was, yeah. Please tell me you made a card where you can get a Goku and a Vegeta, they fuse. No, that I didn't have time for. I didn't want to go too broken. I only chose 3 really broken cards. The third one was Sephiroth. I already said him. My three most brokest cards in that deck were Sephiroth, Wing Zero, and Goku. But Goku, once again, wasn't a character card. Out of the three broken cards in the game, he started off as a character card. I quickly changed that as well in early testing to say, no, this has to be a one-hitter. This has to be kind of like one of those magic cards that just destroy whatever creature you want. Like, something like that. And that's basically what he was. I was actually surprised I got him so balanced, to be honest. I probably should have done the same with a couple other things, but I was a bad procrastinator back then, too. Very bad. Plus, I got sick a lot. I don't know. I was in a weird time of my life during that time when I was in college. I need to go. I'll even admit I sadly didn't finish. I need to go back and finish at some point. It's just I haven't had the money or time, and now that I'm kind of doing YouTube, I kind of want to do that first, and then I'll go back when YouTube's more established. Either that, or I'll, like I said, I won't have the degree, but I almost think, for me, I like to show my work anyway. So even if I don't end up doing that, what I will do, for sure, and I've already been kind of doing this here and there in my spare time, is watch anything I can. Videos I can, watch other developers' videos that actually put videos out and stuff like that, and learn as I go while I'm focusing on YouTube. Because I want that to be... I do say that I enjoy doing this more because I will tell you right now, I'm very particular when it comes to game design. I noticed it when I was also, which also hurt me a little bit, when I was also making games in college, the little games I did make. Because of my OCD, I have a very bad habit of, this has to be this way. Which is not really good, because the first thing they teach you is sometimes you have to make sacrifices to make the game work. And I'm very bad at wanting to do that as an OCD person. Whereas I can be more obsessive, I guess is the best way to put it, with YouTube videos, because I have more control over them in general, to a certain extent. Well, at least over the content anyways. But so it's like, yeah, was the card called no, at that point I didn't even know about Final Kamehameha. I think I just had him as Super Saiyan 2 Goku firing his highest, like, I think he even was, did he even have Kaioken? I think I didn't want it to be too extensive. So it was basically just his strongest Kamehameha while he was in Super Saiyan 2. Because, once again, it's a one-shot card. If I did any higher, it would just be for flair and show anyways. Because the card was meant, all it said was, destroy a creature. Which means you can destroy any of your opponent's creature card. By the way, I had to make 2 decks. The other deck had evil villains in it. But I had to make 2 decks because it had to be fair, because if who would I play against? No! That takes time to charge. That would have to have a completely different setup. I want it to be a quick one-shot, boom, you're dead, you lost one of your creatures off the field. Which it worked, once I made it that way. By the way, you want to know something highly ironic? I found a way to balance Vegeta on the villain side. I made Vegeta the bad guy on the other in the other deck. But it's kind of ironic because he's an actual character monster card. But you see what now? And that's kind of why I made Goku that way. Because here's the ironic thing about this. Which it should be Spirit Bomb in this case if I was going to go with this. But I decided, you know what? Nah, Kamehameha will work. Basically, Goku is the hard counter to the Vegeta card in the other deck. If you pull that, you want to use it on Vegeta if he's on the field. Let's just say it might have a special effect to it. But because it's such a special circumstance, it doesn't happen very often. Most people blow the Goku card as soon as they get it if they're feeling in danger by any any card from the other deck that's kind of putting on that heat. That's a creature card, so Spirit Bomb is small is the small quick one. Yeah, but he's not known for that one as much. That's more of was kind of Yamcha's thing, Spirit Ball. I know there is a small one, but I don't know. To me, when I think of Spirit Bomb, I think of give me your energy, and there's just a freaking massive ball of doom you can just toss on someone's head and they just go into nothingness. Oh, this like. That's what I think when I think Spirit Bomb. But the Kamehameha, he's used that way more to beat his opponents than anything else, besides maybe Dragon Fist. Dragon Fist is kind of more popular now, but Kamehameha was the original. I know it technically is, but when you're young like I am, or like I was, I'm super young, not really. When you're young like I was, I didn't even know it was called the Super Spirit Bomb. I'm not even gonna lie, when I was young. That's something I know now, but when I was young, I just thought it was all called Spirit Bomb. Except for the other moves that were separate from it. The biggest one is the Universe 7 Spirit Bomb. Wow. I'm assuming it uses the energy of 7 universes. It better with that name. Like, if you're going to call something Universe 7 Spirit Bomb, please tell me that uses 7 whole universes worth of energy. And what is that used for? And holy crud. Like, no lie. What is that used for? Some good drink, man. Oh, it's thirsty. Universe 7 is the name of the universe Goku is in. That's not as cool. But I'll take it, I guess. But, you know, we can't all be brilliant writers. I'm just kidding. I'm not a brilliant writer. I just write okay, somewhat better things than some people do. Like, immediately in my head, I was thinking, okay, uses 7 different universes from the different universes across the Dragon Ball multiverse to pull energy and make a giant, massive energy bomb to destroy a god with, or something like that. That's what I thought it was used for. Then it's like, no, it's just the name of the universe. Sad face. Oh, you want the most gargantuan spirit bomb the size of 7 universe? Yes. I don't know how else to answer that question. I mean, who is... I don't know. Yes? Also, welcome, everybody. Welcome. And also, one thing why I also like doing these vlogs and bringing us to the next update of tonight. Vlogs are now permanently on Friday. Because Sunday, I'm kind of having a hard time keeping them in the schedule because sometimes we lose the ability to do Star Wars, and World of Warships is fixing to come back because of a big update coming up soon that I want to be a part of. That's from Azure Lane. Yeah, I know, I'm an anime guy or whatever. Oh, man. But yeah, since Azure Lane is coming to World of Warships, I'm going to be bringing that back on Sunday. So we're going to be going back to World of Warships, and Star Wars is going to be mainly Sunday stuff now. So that kind of leaves no room for the vlog. But then I realized, wait, the vlog is just me sitting here and chilling with you guys. This is not stressful. This is not tiresome. This is actually pretty relaxing. It's cool to chill with you guys and chat with you guys. I'm like, just put it on Friday. Like afternoon, when everyone's getting back, chilling, they can start joining up as we do the stream. Because we usually go for about an hour and a half, so. And then, yeah, and let that be the Friday video. Then that way there's technically a video every day. Then my algorithm on YouTube can go back up. But, because that's sadly how it works. Well, when you're small, anyways. When you're big, you have more leeway. But when you're a tiny boy like me, pun intended, because I'm small. Yeah, you have to be more consistent. And I've been a little bit laxing lately, and we need to fix that. The strongest attack Goku has is, look at that, and look what I said earlier, is the God Dragon Fist. Basically, Red Dragon Fist. Also, did you know you can use Dragon Fist in Kakarot? Yeah! No, I did not, but yeah! I probably confusing answer right there. But I was excited that you said that, but at the same time was answering no, did not know that. I did not know that, but I'm also like, yeah! Oh man, but did I not say earlier, Dragon Fist, second most popular used move now other than the Kamehameha? Like, called it. Didn't even know that the move existed either. I haven't watched much of the new series yet. I've seen bits and pieces of some cool fights. But I still haven't watched any of the whole actual series. It costs 222 key. I'm gonna say ki because that's what energy is, and technically even in mantra and chakra, if we're going by chakra, actual chakra in real life. Costs 220 ki because some people say kai, some people say ki. I say ki. Just saying that now. 222 ki, and that crap crits hard. Oh, it better. It's the Dragon Fist. Every time I've ever seen him use that, he's somehow punching through the target. You know what it's, by the way, you know what that, and I want to give you probably know this, Sealy, but for everyone out there who's not a Dragon Ball fan and didn't watch the original Dragon Ball where Goku was a tiny boy who just came to Earth, he's never been truly that smart, but he was even kind of dumber than he normally is as a character. Because, he's kind of dense sometimes. He's a good guy as far as the story is concerned, and he's a cool dude, and he's technically the protector of the universe at this point. But, that being said, if you ever watch the original Dragon Ball series, like, not Dragon Ball Z, before that, Dragon Ball, the original move he killed King Piccolo with, he called it Demon King Piccolo, the original Piccolo when he was evil. I'll give you a little bit of trivia on him after that too. It's for everyone that's not, I'm pretty sure Sealy knows this, but for everyone who doesn't know, basically, in the original series in Dragon Ball, there was a move he used on Demon King Piccolo, and he's actually used this move a couple of times. Gohan used it once, when Raditz was there, and Raditz was about to kill Goku. You probably know where I'm going with this. So during the last episode, one of the last episodes of Dragon Ball, at least the Demon King arc, the Demon King Piccolo arc, he pulled a Gohan, he charged up, he flew as fast as he could, and he rammed right through Demon King Piccolo's chest, out the other side, forcing Demon King Piccolo to do the most weirdest thing I've ever seen a creature do in a death sequence, is spit up an egg. He literally hatched an egg at the same time he died. Because apparently Namekians, although, which didn't happen with, what's his name, because he didn't get the chance to. I don't know I think there's something behind that, why that didn't happen. But, or wasn't it he got fused? No, that's because he had to fuse with Piccolo, that's right. But basically, most Namekians, from what I found out, once they grow old, they produce an egg inside of them that when they die, the egg basically comes out of them. And creates a tiny baby Namekian. That's basically, in a way, a reincarnation, but also a child of the previous version. So, essentially, Goku kills Demon Piccolo using the first ever real Dragon Fist hashtag, but he used his headbutting skills instead. Creates the regular Piccolo in the process. Then we move to Dragon Ball Z. And then after that, every time you see a Dragon Fist attack, he's going through the target. And what that is it's harkening back to the fact that was technically Goku's first move, even before he really mastered the Kamehameha. So, yeah. Just a little weird fun facts for you right there. But the move also disrupts that charge kick phase. The one where red aura covers them. Ah, yeah. Like, the move isn't just a normal Kamehameha thing. No, it's a whole animation that disrupts the boss charge phase and kick phase. That's kind of awesome. Yeah. And see, and that makes sense, though, because have you ever noticed those moves have always been interrupting things in the anime? Raditz got interrupted by Gohan getting headbutted in the chest plate. Demon King Piccolo, I forgot what he was about to do to try to kill Goku before he charged him and hit him in the chest and went right through him. When Goku used Dragon Fist on Broly, after he took all the energy from the others temporarily, he kind of basically went through him. It basically made it seem like that. When he used Dragon Fist in Super Saiyan 3 form, wasn't it on Boo? That one I'm not so sure about. Don't quote me on that one. Some of them are a little bit hazy. But basically, the move has always been meant to be more of a quick and just as much power as you can. It's kind of like the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch kind of deal, also type thing. It's all your power into one good boom. Yo, the moon, sup, bro? Welcome to the vlog. Hello, welcome. Welcome. But I was just talking. Me and Celia we were just discussing Dragon Ball stuff. But yeah, I want to apologize. Well, you probably know Moon already, but for anyone who joined up with Moon also, I want to apologize for my last two videos. I like to reiterate just in case someone just joined up and they didn't get to see, and you're not able to rewind the video right now. I just want to apologize. I've been kind of in the last two videos. Not on my best behavior, or kind of like not what I want to be for you guys, basically. And that is my bad. And it's like I said, what I was iterating earlier, things were kind of rough for a little while there. I don't want to go over all the details every time, but plus Smite has been getting to me, so yeah. Smite isn't the only one that isn't the main culprit, by the way. I want to say that now, just in case anyone thinks I'm only blaming Smite. I'm not. Smite isn't helping, but it's not the culprit of the main issue. So good to see you're doing good and you're good. Yeah, we're doing a lot better now. I'm getting back to normal. Well, we should be. I said this a bunch of times at the beginning of this year. I need to, this time I'm pretty sure everything will be fine. That's why I also made the plans we did a while ago to slow down on some things, cut some things out, and then unexpected cutouts started happening, namely Smite. But, yeah, it's just been crazy. But things now should start getting back to normal this weekend, including the return of World of Warships to the channel. We're going to be working on Japan, mostly because I want to prep myself for when finally the Yamato ever gets here. Because they decided it was a little too powerful, so I think they're working on it more, and they're trying to figure out how to implement it. Hopefully they don't totally change their mind. I hope that will never happen. I hope they continue to work on it. But, as y'all know, as I stated earlier, the Azure Lane thing is coming. So I want to be ready for that, too. But we'll probably this weekend cover Japan, because I'm working on their battleships, which... battle cruisers, I should say. Which is fine. I should have my team with me. That game is more of just... sometimes things just don't go your way. Because it's based on real physics, kind of a little bit of RNG in the guns, especially when you're a Japanese warship. Especially a Japanese battlecruiser whose accuracy is not great, even when you single fire every gun. Especially when someone like me who's used to a very tight pack cluster between an American gun or the German gun. Hell, even the British gun kind of hits more accurate than the Japanese gun does. I haven't played as the French, so I don't know. But Also, see, he said, anything exciting happening today, man? Not really. I'm just doing the vlog, getting my brain recuperated, getting the rest I need tonight. Well, rest in my brain, meaning relaxed kind of rest. Not like sleep rest. I actually slept in kind of good today. Like rest for my brain. That's why I've decided vlogs are better on Friday. Because now we can just chill, talk about stuff, and my brain gets to reset before the weekend multiplayer part starts. Because usually during the week we do all our single player games that I enjoy to play, like Gundam, Code Vein, Ancestors, Mech Warriors comes back next week, by the way. That only got canceled this week because of Gundam, but Moon says, alright, gotta go, see you later probably, but I got stuff to do. Alright, Moon, you have a good one, man. Thanks for joining and jumping in for a little bit. Hope you have a good one. And I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If I don't see you in the video vlog later, I will see you tomorrow, because we'll be doing our regular scheduled stuff tomorrow. Peace and love, dude. Let's see, and then Sir Seeley, also you get to use the Ultimate Spirit Bomb and Limit Breaker Kamehameha. I'm down with that. That does mean I will have to play that and get to where I need to do. Yo, Bone Singer, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. But that does mean I have to play Kakarot next week, or next Friday, because I'm having to do Gundam today. Because I've been grinding Gundam pretty much since this morning to get it prepped. I've gotten a lot done. Let's just say. We're going to have a very dangerous unit by the time you see me again. I earned a lot more than I expected. Let's just say Destiny Gundam isn't my only goal anymore. I've got a whole new unit I'm working on to defend the ship with. Remember those Git bars we were filling on the Wing Gundams? I found out repeating missions allows you to still fill the bar. Let's just say we have a whole new production line waiting for us of things that will suddenly make our unit, not the ones that are playing as them in the story, suddenly make our unit very OP. Can you say a wing assault unit? So basically a Gundam wing assault unit. We're gonna have a Gundam wing raid unit at some point. I'm trying to debate. I think it's gonna defend the ship at first. Where as I change them out, I'm gonna give them to some of the people I've been practicing with defending our main ship in there, and then. After that, what I'll do is I'm going to start changing things around after that. Once I get trained up in the new Gundams, and I get all of them situated, get them all set up and proper, they're going to become the secondary raid unit. Which is another unit that's outside of a ship. They recharge on their own. They don't need to dock with the ship to heal or get energy back. What I'll do at that point is which this will probably, I have a feeling we'll end up beating Gundam Wing with this setup, with the first setup, with them protecting the ship before they become a raid unit, because I'm already seeing a massive difference with just grinding a couple levels today. My units have made a massive change. So, yeah. Plus the new additions to the group that I've changed around here and there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And Destiny's almost ready to be made. Once it gets added to the raid group, I take that Phoenix Gundam and move it somewhere else that's more needed. So stuff like that's gonna start happening. It's gonna be good. Peace and love, dude. See you later. Alright, the Moon, you have a good one. Vegeta gets Limit Break Final Flash and Super Big Bang Attack. Bone Singer says, playing Total War. Nice. Yeah, that's something else I'm putting on hold, but it's not canceled by any means. Because there's still a lot of DLC I want to cover, and we still haven't finished the 2 we were doing. We need to finish Cetra, and we need to finish Ikit at some point. And then after that, and as those finish, I will put somewhere down the line, add the DLC, and then put that there. But those are going to be on hold for right now because we've got a lot of games that are 2 months away at this point. Wait, no, this month is almost over, so technically 1 month away whole. That before the big boy stuff starts hitting the channel, that will get us back on track. There's so much coming. So much. Final Fantasy, Resident Evil again, the third one this time. The new Gundam one isn't until the middle. There's another new Gundam series, but not till the middle of the year. Maybe the end. My brain's not working. Tons of stuff. I forgot half of it right now, but it's because there's just a lot. Everything's coming out in April. Predator. Everything's coming out in April. I'm not really sure why. Which is a little stressful, but at least it'll work out that way better. But at least it'll work out better, so. But yeah, trying to defeat the Gohan gets Limit Breaker, Masenko and Kamehameha and Dragon Hammer Fist. That's awesome. Trying to defeat the Ottoman Empire. Nice. Nice. But yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. Like, mentally, that's why I said I needed to reset today. Trying the Ottomans. That is kind of crazy they give them that. I'm glad they gave them a good variety of moves. As the Knights Templar. I was like, dare I ask? Dare I ask what you might be reenacting right now? Or not. Imagine if the DLC for Kakarot is GT and you get the I doubt it'd be GT. To be honest, Sealy, if any of the... Here's the funny thing about GT, since it's not really acknowledged anymore as canon now. If there were if there were DLC for it, it's probably going to be from Dragon Ball Super, not from GT. It'd probably be from Super. Because Super's the new canon. According to the writers. Which is fine. Some of it's cool, but then there are some weird changes in there. I'm like, okay. Sure. Fine. Okay. Fine. I'm avoiding the French. If there is DLC, there is going to be a deal. What? Is there? Of course there is. Wow. Good job, Susan. 100%, 200% on that one, buddy. If there's DLC, there's going to be DLC. I would imagine. I would imagine. Code Vein got a new DLC. Do we have that DLC? I mean, I don't need to get it yet anyways. I haven't even beat the base game, but I'm just saying, like, did console get it, or is that only a PC DLC thing? But it's a season pass, so it's multiple. Oh, so you have a season pass, so there is going to be DLC. I guess that is true. There is a season pass. So, that does... Well, wait, question, Sealy. Is there any of, without spoiling too much, are there any of the movies in there? Like, the movies as in, like, Cooler, Broly, the first one, the good one. The one you like, the one with the demon. Reborn? Fusion Reborn. What about nah? Okay. So that tells me right there, it might actually be movies then. If it's not Dragon Ball Super stuff, the season pass probably covers DLC movie content. So maybe you'll get to fight Broly. Yikes! I'm pretty sure that's going to be a pain in the neck in that game. And then probably there'll be a cooler DLC. All the regular ones. Probably a metal, maybe even a metal cooler deal. I don't know. Cooler gets used a lot. And I saw some update changes. Bosses can now respawn. What? Huh. You know, is that worth it? I guess if I got good enough at killing the first area, where the parking garage is, I could probably kill that boss fast enough. Wonder if that's on our version. I need to check that this weekend. Not on stream, but I need to check that this weekend. Because if it's in the update, just the regular update part, hopefully not the DLC, that'd help with my grind if I wanted to grind some levels, like, anyway, whatsoever. We're not doing it on the sewer one. We're not fighting that lady who came out of the water. Absolutely not. Nope. Nope. Hated that one. More so than the flying, flower, butterfly thing. That's the one I'm thinking about using for grinding purposes. And there's a minor 3 bosses in the Blood Palace. I mean, where I'm at now. Wait, Blood Palace or Blood Cathedral? Is there another blood place? Oh, it's what? You mean, is that the inner part of the cathedral? I'm confused. You know more about that, so that's why I'm asking. Is the Blood Palace separate from the Blood Cathedral? Or is that in the inside of the Blood Cathedral? Because we're not far from that. We are not far. We made pretty good progress last time we were on there. We're almost done with the Blood Cathedral Stage 1. Because I was already told there's a second half to the Blood Cathedral. Not as mazy, not as twisty-turny, but a lot more deadlier creatures everywhere. So, that'll be fun though. I'm going to enjoy that. Because like I said, games like that, at least when I die, I know, okay, well, I died. That was me. Because I'm just not a Dark Souls person. I'm not good at it, but I'm getting better. I forgot how to spell its name, so I call it the Palace. So it is the Blood Cathedral. Oh, that worries me. Okay. Yikes. Yikes. Where are they do you know where they're located? First or second half? Are they in the maze part in the first half? Or are they in the second half where it's more fights involved? Please tell me they're in the first half. I actually would prefer that. Because that means there's less chance of having to fight them with a ton of other stuff I don't want to fight them with. Yee. I'm still going to fight them, by the way. We're going to find them, and I'm going to kill them. First, second, and third. There's 3 parts to the Blood Cathedral? Oh, this place. That's fine with me. But, holy crud. I'm assuming each part's worse than the last for different reasons. Ugh. Ugh. Alright then. We'll find the first one. Then we'll find the second one. Then we'll find the third one. The first one is we're already in the area somewhere for if it's in the first half. And you have to fight the third one twice. Eee. Okay. I wonder if this is a thing for ours. I'm going to have to check my code vein for an update and DLC. I hope so. That'd be actually kind of cool, actually. Like to have some more mini bosses. Because that is kind of the thing I have noticed about this versus Dark Souls. Dark Souls tended to have smaller bosses here and there scattered to kind of mix in a higher value of XP here and there of something you can get. And if the bosses respawn, by the way, do the minor bosses respawn? If so, that means you have to always fight that minor boss twice? Ooh. I mean, that's good for grinding, but oof. Oof. The third one has a ton of range. Maybe I actually bring Mia for that one. Maybe that'll be the first one I bring Mia for. Although it has teleport as well. I don't know, I'll have to see how Luis does on that fight. If Luis doesn't do good, that might be the one battle that I might need Mia, even though she doesn't fit my playstyle, to help me win that, because she will fight range with range. So, alright, I'll have to see how that battle goes. Oh, it teleports when you get close to it. Okay, then Luis might not be able to pull that. I might need Mia for that one. Might need a good old Mia team up. She'll be pissing it off, distracting it, and maybe I can get some lucky hits off on it before it teleports. That might be a mission we also need to use a faster weapon in that case, too. It might be the first time you see me pull out something a lot faster. Maybe I'll even have to use a gun at that point, just for that battle. I have one. I have a really good one, in fact. So that is viable. I just have to figure out which armor goes with it. And, because that's why, by the way, I have not sold any of my stuff. I made that mistake in Bloodborne because I was a noob and never played any Dark Souls, and I played Bloodborne first. I made that silly mistake in Bloodborne of selling all of my equipment, and you're not supposed to. Because certain equipment does technically, just like in kind of in Smite, or a better example, League, your equipment plays a lot into the build you have attached to you. So, selling it was a dumb thing to do. So that's why I did not do that in Code Vein. For this very reason right here. Just in case there is no way to beat that boss with a melee weapon at all. I will have a way to still build a ranged unit. So, that can fly. Yeah, I'm gonna need a gun. I think my next grinding session might be me leveling up the armor and the gun that go together. And then I'll have to, actually, you know what I might do? I could probably use the cathedral to grind the gun using Luis's cover. Like, just run the gauntlet on the first path off camera sometime this weekend with the gun and the new armor attached that would benefit the gun. Because I'll need a lot of blood magic for the gun, because it uses your blood magic, MP, whatever you call it. Resource, so you don't use Luis in that fight. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't work. Well, listening to what you're saying, if it's a guaranteed teleport at close range, no melee would ever be able to catch that. So my brain is immediately going to, me and Mia have to be wielding, well, she automatically has a gun, but I have to be wielding a gun as well alongside Mia, which that will let me know, you don't use Mia, there's nobody else to use, unless I get Io before then, because the only other person I could see that could catch it would be Io, possibly, because Io's probably magic. Like, straight magic. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure Mia would win that battle, though. Because she doesn't have to get close. She can use her blood to fire. Oh, the second boss. Oh, no, the second boss, that one I'll probably have Luis help me with that one. Like, I'll in between, unless they're back-to-back. Then I'll have to try to figure out a pseudo team to kind of work through both. It may have to be, I just hope Luis wouldn't die in the first fight. If there's no break in between, what it would probably have to be is me with a gun, with Luis. He's useless in the first battle. I kill the first boss. He helps me with the second one to help kill it. I don't know. Maybe even what's his name. I haven't used what's his name yet either. I forget his name. Cosimo, I think is his name. Haven't used him yet either. So I've thought about maybe trying him out. I don't know. Without experiencing the battle at least once, which is kind of the thing about Dark Souls, unless you're a hardcore player like Bone Singer and other people out there are who are really good at it. For people who play it more for just because they enjoy it, like I do, for casual, basically, I guess you could call it. Casual but hardcore. We usually have to experience the fight at least once. Then I kind of know, okay, I need to do this to win now. Somewhat. He can fly. Hate to bring the bearer of bad news. The second area gives you a companion. Oh, so it gives you a set companion? Okay, well if that's the case, then I'll just bring a gun for both. Because if one can fly, it's going to be also a pain. I'll never hit that with my great sword. I'd have to be the greatest great sword wielder in all of humanity. So I'm pretty sure we're going to train us a gun build this weekend then. Maybe Saturday we'll do an extra stream for Code Vein. It'll be just us building a gun build. We won't be doing any major like progression. It'll be just us chilling, chatting, grinding a gun build. Me learning how to play with it. Because I'd really rather not jump into a boss battle not knowing what to do with it. So, plus I have to change my blood code. Because the blood code I have will not work with that. So, yeah. A lot of things are going to have to change. Luckily, I think I have some blood codes we can reform and make that might help us. I don't know. We'll see what we got. He keeps flying up and slamming to the ground. That's fine. I've gotten pretty good at the invincible frame dodge. I'm getting better at timing. And you're faster with a gun. Like, you're more agile on your feet, so it's a lot easier to get that last second dodge. So, but plus he has an area effect attack. Now that might get me. I'll have to see what that is and what it does to you. If it's just a damage area effect attack, I might be able to do the invincible frame trick. But if it's like kind of like how that last boss was, where it spits like poison clouds out, and it gives you a poison effect, a slow effect, or whatever, that I'll have to bring items for. But I should be able to handle it though. And whoever my companion ends up being. Now you got me curious. But I'm definitely going to train a gun build before that, now that you've told me that. Because that would have been very bad to walk into that. Bet it's fire. It could be. It sounds like it might be. But then again, he slams into the ground and do a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm pretty sure there's a way to invincible frame that. Because every other area effect slam I've had to do with every other boss that does that so far, as long as you wait till literally the last second, that game does have invincible frames in it. I've dodged through a blade before. I even went back and watched it. Like, I saved the recording. I'm like, did that actually happen? And watched it on my own little thing. My little videos that I record sometimes to test things out. I kid you not, I witnessed my character have a blade go right through its chest. But it didn't hit because it considers it a dodge. And games who have invincibility frames, I ain't gonna lie, I love them. Because invincibility frames are amazing. Because that means you can dodge some undodgeable stuff. And that makes it kind of fair. So, but hold on, let me invite... Prime wants to join up. Probably give a shout out. Does he have a mic? He must have got a new mic. Because he technically didn't have a mic. It got broke. 1 second, everybody. Real quick blue screen. Real quick blue screen. Alrighty then, I'm back. Welcome back. Recommended level 68 or 70 because he can annihilate a level 50's health. Oh, we're almost there then. I think I was 57? Don't quote me. Sometimes I forget where I leave myself in levels when I play that game. I want to say 57, but that means I've got a lot of work to do. But that's fine, because we're going to have to be leveling up the gun stuff anyways. we'll be doing some grinding this weekend. We have till next week on Monday. We have till Monday, so. Yo, what's up, Blue Boys? If you're watching the stream right now, welcome, welcome. But yeah. He's called the Queen's... Yo, what's up, bro?
Hello?
Yo, you're breaking.
I got a new headset. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me fine?
I can. You're breaking up kind of bad though. I don't know if that's your internet or the headset. Probably the internet.
Yeah, okay.
He's called the Queen's Knight.
I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming a vlog. He's called the Queen's Knight. Hell yeah, I am. Yo, what's up, bro?
Oh, what's up, Aries, bro? Hey, man.
What's up, bro?
How are you, man?
He even got the emblem.
You know that's blue, right?
Yeah, I know. He just sent me a message on PSN. Yeah. But he's called the Queen's Knight. It means he's my knight? Not really. My character's not the queen, I don't think.
Wait, you're a female?
My character
You're a
is.
girl?
My character is.
Oh my god, this is really weird. This headset is different than the one I got, and so well, it's the same model, but it's new, so it's different. By the way, I have something I wanted to tell you. Tomorrow and Sunday, I'm probably not going to be here for most of the day because I have a chess tournament. And it's lasting 2 days. But
nice.
We don't have school Monday, so I will be there Monday for sure.
Nice, nice. I'll be doing Code Vein.
And there's also the Super Bowl Sunday.
Nice. That is awesome. Nobody cares. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know what? I care. You know, fine. I see my presence is not wanted.
Nah, you good, bro. No, but I mean,
no, my presence is not wanted.
The chess tournament thing, the chess tournament thing, that's cool. But nobody cares about the Super Bowl.
You know what?
You like how out there that was, everybody?
Sport.
That's called being edgy. Oh man. That's he's fine. He'll probably be back later anyways. I don't know why he left. I guess he's got to get his rest for the tournament. But that's tomorrow. But let's see. You get Queenslayer when you defeat him, and very important memory. Ooh. Please tell me that is a better version of my greatsword. You know how long it's been since I found a greatsword that has the same weight the one I have has? No, I haven't, is the answer. Every other greatsword I found is slower and clunky, nasty, don't want it. Like, I want a greatsword that has some decency to it. It has some meat on the bones, but not so much meat that it feels like you have to be Hercules to wield it. That's why I like my version of it, because it's a normal speed swing, not a slow speed swing. So I'm hoping that's a better version of it. That'll give me something to look forward to defeating that boss, though, if that's true. I'd be like, you need to give me your sword right now, my good sir. It belongs to me. I am the Queen of Blood. Jane. Well, not me literally, but the character is. I'm not the Queen of Blood, by the way, in that game. Technically, the actual Queen of Blood, lore-wise, is someone else. I think I have a hunch. But, I'm not going to say anything, because I don't want it to be spoiled for myself. Because I know Bonesinger knows, so. Bonesinger know all. When it comes to Code Vein. So I'm just going to keep my theory inside until I realize if I'm wrong or not. Maybe I am. I might be. I might be. Might be. But yeah. We've been going for about an hour. It's been going pretty good. Queenslayer is a blood code. Oh. That intrigues me as much as a sword does. Intriguing. I must know now. We must be ready for this by Monday. I want this code. I'll be mad if this boss, by the way, after we've been talking about this, is not in the console version. Like, we've been talking it up, like, yeah, new mini-boss with some cool stuff to get. It's not in the console version. It probably is. But I'm just messing around because Smite has begun shy now on how different they treat console from PC most of the time. So, you know, when I hear something's on multi-platform and it's on PC, I get a little nervous on how it's going to be handled on console. But it should be on there, I would imagine. My question is, do you need the DLC, or is it a part of the actual just update? I hope it's just part of the update. That would be cool. Queenslayer is a blood code. No, it's a giant fish. Wait, what? Man. You wish it was a giant fish. You wish it was a giant catfish, don't you? See? Also, you will get your memories after defeating him. Don't spoil too much, but I think you just confirmed what my theory might be, but I could be wrong. Queen's Knight. Then you get your memories. Yeah. I think I have a theory, but I don't want to say it. But don't spoil too much, because I want to find out myself. Because I do kind of enjoy the story. It could be a little bit more, I guess the writing of the lines the characters have could be done a little bit better, but it's anime. It's still good. It's a part of the base game. Ah! Cool. Good. Means we're definitely going to get them. That means that I defeat one of them already. I might have already defeated one then. Because I did fight something that felt kind of mini-bossish in that last episode. It didn't have a lot of HP, though. For that one. And that one was pretty easy. I'll have to see. Maybe maybe they're only in the second and third part, because I'm pretty sure maybe not. I'm not going to say that yet. I don't think I've been everywhere on that first part yet, so there might be one more place I haven't been. I have to look. We'll see Saturday, because like I said, this Saturday I think I'm going to, or tomorrow. I don't know why I said this Saturday. Tomorrow, we'll when we start grinding the levels for the not only for the bosses, but for the gun and for the armor that goes with it, and leveling up the blood code abilities that go with a ranged character. We'll see if there's any other places I haven't explored as well. And kind of splice out the first part of the cathedral even more. Make sure I haven't missed anything up until this point. And then Monday, they got boss health. Okay, so no, I haven't fought it yet then. That was not it then. If they've got actual boss health, then nope. I have not found it yet. So we need to go adventure in a little bit. So you said there's one in each of the parts. First part, second part, and the third part. So there's one up on the bridges somewhere on the outer side. There's one on the second part I'm about to get into. And I don't even know where the third part is yet. I haven't even seen what the second part looks like yet. So, yeah. By the time we get to it, we should be good. But let's see. The first one is just a simple boss with brute force. Okay. That one shouldn't be too much of a problem. Even if we found him with the sword, we could probably... Actually, I'd probably kill him easier with the sword. Okay. I'm just going over in my head, kind of like what we're doing this weekend besides the World of Warship stuff and Star Wars on Sunday. Mainly what we're doing tomorrow. So we're going to do some Code Vein tomorrow. I might show that other MOBA off tomorrow that we, that I mentioned. Because, that's not Smite. Not the big boy one, that one's not out yet. At least not that I know of. I haven't checked the store yet today, actually. Huh. You know it'd be some stuff right now if it was in the store and I just haven't checked. If that were the case, there might end up being another video tonight. No, I doubt it's in there right now. My money's on it's going to be... If it's not next month, then they're shooting for the late side of first quarter 2020, so it'll be closer to April, May, and June. So... hopefully that's not how it happens, but I'll know this next month. If it doesn't even come out at all in anywhere in this next month, or even gets even somewhat of a, I guess, a solid release date, unless they're planning on a surprise release date, which is fine with me. Could be second half, first quarter. So. But yeah, so we'll do that other MOBA tomorrow. We'll do some Code Vein. That'll probably be the thing we do last is Code Vein. That'll be the final video of the night. Because depending on everyone's schedule tomorrow. Well, actually no, I probably shouldn't do it that way, because everyone's gonna be getting back late tomorrow, except probably James and Sealy. So we'll do that one first, probably. Actually. That'll probably be the first video I do. And then we'll go to whatever after that, whether it be the MOBA that I'm talking about, or we do this other... surprisingly, there's a Battle Royale I kind of want to show you guys that I'm actually getting really into. I'm actually pretty good at it. I average second or winning right now. There's a little Battle Royale I want to show. That one I'm hoping to do with Prime, because he's been playing it too. Not co-op, because it doesn't have that yet. But see if we can get in the same lobby and have to fight each other. Stuff like that. I'm going to show that off. More than likely tomorrow as well. And that'll probably be our main day. Those 3 videos right there. So, but we'll see. Okay, time for questions. Yo, Darius! Alright, yeah, go ahead. I actually kind of like making questions at the end anyways. Makes it easier to focus on them. Go right ahead, Bone Singer. And also, welcome, Darius. What is the biggest plot hole you have ever seen? Give me a second. You mean like something that makes no sense? Like they just put it in there to be put in there. No, I can't. That doesn't count. It's a cartoon. Cartoons are meant to be goofy and not make any sense. I'm trying to think of something legitimate that has a plot hole that's like, the biggest plot hole I've ever seen because it's just written in there to be written in there. It wasn't in the original lore of any of the cartoons, of any of anything, of any of its past, and Prime will understand this when if he sees this. Optimus Prime getting mind controlled. No matter how you try to shake that, you're never going to get anybody to believe it. Nobody. Nobody in their right mind is going to believe that. At least not not anyone who's seen and knows who actual Optimus Prime is. I have a 3-page list of what, Darius? How did Galvatron become Megatron again? In the cartoon, I don't remember. In the movie, it was because he was dead and the humans resurrected him. Because they wanted to have their own Transformers they could control by remote. Thinking that was a thing they could do. To be honest, throughout that movie, the main villain, and I kid you not, was mostly humans. And also another big plot hole about that movie. The humans couldn't decide who they wanted to be allies with. Bad guy, good guy. Bad guy, good guy. Bad guy, good guy. One minute they're helping the Autobots. The next minute they're helping massacre the Autobots. So it's that whole movie's a plot hole. Let me go back to, what's your next question, Bone Singer? Probably that whole franchise is a plot hole. That's the last thing I'll say. None of it makes any sense. Even maybe the first one. First one was pretty decent. Oh, man. Arnott, can I ask one? You can ask one, but try to word it as safe for work as you can put it, but get the point across in the question. Just do your best. You don't have to be perfect. Just do your best. But yes, you can ask that type of question. And I'll answer it the most family-friendly way possible. Even though this channel has been set for not family-friendly. At least not for not for the young peoples. What's a category of... Alright, I already know. See, I said go easy, but it looks like it censored you anyways. I know what you said, though. Do you watch, but would never actually do in real world? Ooh. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, this is going to say a lot about me. Without being too detailed. There's not many. There are some. I guess the only one I would say that I would never do is the 2Gs 1C type deal type thing, even though that's photoshopped and fake. The premise behind that, yeah, absolutely not. Nasty as hell. No. But I ain't gonna lie, there are some categories that probably surprise you that I probably wouldn't be against. But that's all I'm gonna say. That are within reason, by the way. I don't want anyone making any weird assumptions. Hey, everyone watches it at some point in their lives. Some point, they do. It depends on the person you're with. If you're with the right person, maybe. But, unless you're very, very... That's true, silly, that's very true. Looking at you, Pride. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just like you. I just like messing with Pride because he's the golden boy out of all of us. He's the most upkempt, even compared to me. I'm still off the hinges. I think if Prime is our golden boy, me and James are on the opposite end of that spectrum. Oh man. Oh, that's it. I like that question. That's a good... There's some good questions right there, Bone Singer. This is going to sound weird answering this because it sounds very prideful because I have to answer this about myself. because I'm dating myself in this situation. It's weird. I guess. What would be my deal breaker against myself? If they don't know what Naruto, no, that doesn't make any sense, silly. It has to be something you actually don't like about yourself, is what I think she's actually asking. It's a good way to, like, divulge information about someone and to, like, really get to know someone. I tend to be a little hyper, I guess. More so than even not like hyper as in woo, not that kind of hyper. I mean hyper as in I guess the biggest thing is I just, and this is a big one. Some people would laugh if they were to hear this one. Probably the fact that sometimes it comes with the OCD. I don't know how to let it go when it comes to certain things. Certain things I just like. I grasp way too hard, and it's not good. It's kind of like with the Smite thing we were talking. This is a good example, actually. With kind of how I've been kind of these last two videos because I let Smite get to me. I let myself become obsessed over the fact that it wasn't working, and I let it upset me. And I didn't want to just let go and say screw it. It doesn't matter if they want to destroy their game. Let them destroy their game. That's not my game. I didn't make it. I'm not the one that's gonna lose money over it. In fact, I'm gonna be spending my money somewhere else. But I have a bad habit of grabbing onto that thing and going. Not at the, if you're watching the stream, Xavier, not at the moment, because I'm not gonna be, I will be creating a party, and I'll invite you to it here soon, because I don't want to lose track, and we're just answering questions right now. But if you are watching the stream, Xavier, as soon as the vlog is over, I'll invite you, and, we'll figure out what we're doing. I gotta see if James and them are on. I know Prime went to do something. I don't know if he's even gonna be on tonight, because he's got a big day tomorrow, so we'll see. Okay. That's not a good answer though, Bone Singer. That means you didn't find the thing that would really truly piss you off about yourself. You were just trying to go with all the inappropriate things. No. If you were going off of that, then you would never have a problem. I don't think anybody would ever have a problem with that. I don't think inappropriate things, hashtag, as far as things like that, you would have a problem with. Because it's you. That part is going to be exactly identical. We're talking about something you already are you kind of don't like what you do. Like how I admitted, I don't like the fact I grasp a little hard onto things and don't intend to stay attached to it until it just bothers the hell out of me for some reason. Technically, yes. But, I mean, does it really count? I don't know. I guess it would. It's you, though. I don't know. Usually, though, I will say, when someone asks this question that Bone Singer asked, usually when they say, my anger will be a deal breaker. Okay, so yeah. And see, and that's a good that's an honest answer, and that's just like mine. Like, mine's the slightly being obsessed over certain things. There are a lot of things I'm really good with, but just, I don't know. Gaming is one of them, and this is something I've actually wrestled with myself a little bit on what I would want whether I would want this to be a main thing, and if I ever, or when, I say if, that was sad, when, cue sad music, oh wait, I don't have an editor, and this is a live stream, but, no, but, when I ever meet someone, I guess the best thing I would say is, this is something I've kind of argued with myself. Do I want this, or is this going to be something I might end up causing issues from my side, not from theirs, from my side because of this? is, do I want them to be as good at video games as I am? Part of me is like, hell yeah, because then it'd be fun to fight someone who could beat me. But I already can tell you from an actual neutral standpoint, there's gonna be might be some head clash in there going on at certain points during certain games about certain things, you know, and then my little grippy obsession of this needs to be this way, why is it this way, blah 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 blah, 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 like that Bruce Almighty moment. Welcome, Jason. Yo, how are you guys? Hope you're doing good. Doing good, Jason. Doing good. How about you, bro? Welcome. Usually my ignorance. That's a good one. Okay, next question. If humans suddenly vanished and an alien species came to check out the planet, what man-made structure would they be most confused by? That's a weird question, because this is going to be more of an opinionated answer than anything. Probably the Washington Monument. Not the one with Abe Lincoln, the one that looks like a phallic object pointing to space. They're going to look at that and be like, what was the point of this? Actually, no, Darius, no. They'll look at the Gundam statue because it'll be so old. They'll think that's what destroyed our planet. The Gundam statue will make sense. They'll probably assume we had some kind of giant robot war. That robot destroyed us all. Whatever. Doesn't matter. That one might make sense to an alien. But the Washington Monument is literally just a spike in the ground. That one will confuse them. Yeah, that one would confuse them in general. It's just a giant lizard. And it's a statue. And so it's like, but... Nah, I mean... maybe Japan in general might confuse them, but it's still... let's say this as a whole, as an actual structure to answer Bone Singer's legitimate question. I would say Abraham Lincoln statue. That runs along the same lines. It's at the same place. But yeah, I was thinking the monument itself, though. The big phallic spike sticking out of the ground. As an alien, if I saw that, I'd be like, if this isn't being used to tell time... why is this here? Other than, for the obvious reasons as humanity, why we like to make tall, long objects. Oh, sorry, I had to. But yeah, the Abraham Lincoln statue might be a little creepy. It's just a statue of some dude sitting in a throne-looking chair as if he's the emperor of Washington all of a sudden. It's a little weird. I've always thought that statue, even though I know it means well, I always thought that statue looked a little creepy. The Jesus Christ statue in Rio? Ooh! Okay, that one kind of gets me. Okay, yeah, alright, you got me on that. I lose. I lost. Never mind. I mean, they'd be like, why is there a giant T-posing dude? They'll just think he's the king of the world. Exactly. Like, I think between Abraham Lincoln statue and the Jesus statue in Rio, yeah, that one kind of, even though the Washington Monument's is more of a legit answer, because it's weird looking, I could see how an alien would misconceive, like, why is there just statues of random dudes, my dudes? Like just some random guys there's statues of around it. Now, we know who they are. They mean something to all of us. But some alien's gonna look at that statue like, who the hell is this? And why is there a statue of this dude? Oh, man. That's funny. Excuse me. Oh, my head hurts a little bit. This headset's starting to make my head sore. But yeah, that's... What does everyone seem to like... Wait. What does everyone seem to like that you can't stand? Fortnite. That was an easy one. Oh man. Okay, if you want a real answer, probably Beats. I would say Beats, like not the headset, by the way, not Dre Beats. Beats is in the food. Everyone loves Beats in most of the world. I absolutely hate them. Oh man. If you had the chance to go back to the Stone Age and most likely not come back, would you do it? Honestly, I would. I wouldn't. Not unless I'm trying to be eaten by a dinosaur or a prehistoric animal like a saber-tooth. Technically, it'd be more likely a saber-tooth tiger. But yeah, no, nobody should like Fortnite, Xavier. Nobody. That's why I said it's like it baffles me. But anyways, yeah, unless I wanted to be eaten by a wild animal. Now, if I had a normal badass body, I don't know. I kind of like modern era to a certain extent. Depends on what we're talking about. Some things would be amazing, like seeing the world in its prime, seeing what Earth looked like before humans became a thing. That would be kind of cool, because you get to see the primal nature, the beauty of the planet, without pollution, without nastiness, without any of the gunk and blah, 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 without us. At least the us that polluted the planet. So it's like, and, you know, it's like, probably, if I had a regular body, yeah. Because then I could enjoy it better, be a part of the world, and if I got stuck there, I could deal with it. Because I'd be keeping my knowledge, I would assume. So I'd actually be one of the most advanced cavemen you'd ever seen. I just wouldn't have technology. I'd have what primitive tools I know how to make. Which also Ancestors helps with that a lot. Even though it's a simulator, I'm quite surprised how much it is. Yeah, I guess so. It really depends. I mean, today's problems are kind of bad, but I still like living at the moment. so, you know, I don't know. But how well you get... But how will you get ammo when you run out? Ammo? I wouldn't bring guns. Guns that get you killed in the jungle. That's a misconception. Unless you're going against other humans, guns will just get you killed in the jungle. Unless you're a really badass with that gun, you're better off actually learning how the wildlife thinks, using traps, avoiding the wildlife, and luring them into better situations that you can handle. Because, like you said, you run out of ammo eventually, even if you were good with the guns. You can't make it anymore. You don't have the machine proper tools to make the proper bullets. You would have to make like musket type weaponry, because that's the only thing I think doable by hand without heavy machinery that is modernized, like modern machinery. Because they had this, it was made like gunpowder and old musket pistols in the old days. Like, that would be the best you could do. Probably for a long ass time. Sup, Ardnot, I'm ready to buy all the British cruisers. I have 30 million silver. Jeez! Dang, Bacon! You've been literally getting that bacon. When it comes to World of Warships. Sorry, I had to. Cheesy pun, I know. By the way, I didn't mean the dinosaur age. I meant back to medieval. Oh, medieval days. Well, you said caveman era. That's way before medieval. I'll take medieval. That'll definitely do. If I had a regular body, like if I wasn't handicapped, for sure. Because I'm going to immediately become a knight. But a good one. Not one of those douchey knights. The kind of knight that all the and this is gonna sound really bad. Forgive me on this one, ladies. All the ladies want to know, want to be by his side, and all the other knights fear his sword, not because he's an ass, but because he's a badass. Like he's so good at combat. Like you don't meet that man on the battlefield unless you're ready to meet your end. Like that's what I would do. I love medieval's kind of I love medieval. Medieval and Egyptian times, even though Egyptian is even harder than medieval times, I'll take it. But at least in medieval, there's a chance you could become a badass, no matter who you are. Even starting as because there are real life stories in history. They're kind of like those Disney stories that are like, oh, you started as a stable boy, but then you learned how to use a sword, then you joined the army, then you became a knight. Then you became the best knight in the land. Things like that. No, I know you're not, but that's why I wouldn't go back as I am. If the stipulation is I'm going back handicapped like I am, also here's a good funny tidbit for you, unless you lived in certain countries. If I went back as I am, I'd be immediately killed. Because I'd be a waste of resources. Because, no, you won't, Sealy. Don't misunderstand. The Dark Ages were bad, but it wasn't necessarily the flu. There were a lot of other worse diseases roaming around back then. The plague, Black Death, forgot what the... Plague will get you. That was a thing back then. That's possible. On the 10th, Water Warships will add the Hood along with the Azure Lane Commander. So the Hood's going first. Or were they doing them one at a time, Bacon? Until I die from it. That's also still a thing. Most people think that's a modern thing. That's actually been around forever. What Darius just said, it was actually really bad in the medieval era. Because no one even knew it existed. No one even knew what it was. Hell, it would probably had a name, but it wasn't called that back then. Who knows what it was called? But yeah, your most likely thing to die by in medieval era is disease. But it's mostly from the big bad boys themselves that were going on during that. But even then, smallpox. Was that around during that time? I think that's more of a late... I think that didn't happen until the later... I don't want to say industrial. I want to say this, like when steam and stuff started happening, the steam era, when the first hashtag, like the first beginnings of modern medicine began. I think that's when smallpox happened. I do not think that. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. Some things I'm not an expert on when it comes to history, especially when it comes to that. I want to say that was more towards like newer eras, like Renaissance or higher, something above the medieval era, like newer, more recent than the medieval. I think medieval was mostly plague and a bunch of other stuff. I think there was some of that though. It has been around for a long time, but you gotta understand the Renaissance era wasn't too far after. The reason I basically go in sorry about the stuttering. I basically go by civilization terms. So, like, ancient era, medieval era, ancient era, classical era, medieval era, Renaissance era, and then here on therefore. Don't quote me like I said, but I'm pretty sure that was Renaissance. But no, Hood and New Russian Gunboat was released later. The Azure Commanders released on February 3rd. Oh! Okay, so we're getting the Commanders first. I'm fine with that. The last thing before I sleep is... Wait, what? You can tell Sealy's sleepy. My brain kind of died. Would I die tomorrow, or would I ever wake up again? No? I don't really understand the question. Well, okay, I'll answer Bone Singers in just a second. I understand her question. I don't really understand the question. I think I do. I mean, the obvious answer, if the question is the obvious one I think it is, the answer is no. That's technically how most people... Oh, I didn't ask a question. Oh, I thought you did. You had question marks behind it. What? I don't know. Anyways, I was answering her. Smallpox killed off a lot of natives. A lot of natives, yeah, so then that tells me it's closer to Renaissance. That means it's closer to the Renaissance era, because when did, yeah, because America wasn't discovered by whatever his name is. I don't know the true answer anymore. There's so much stuff now in the internet that, like, I grew up with the history being taught in schools and stuff, which some of it accurate, some of it maybe a little inaccurate, now that certain things are coming out, but at this point, it's kind of tomato. It's still history. It happened. Does it really matter? It's not the present. It's not the future, because that's what matters, is our future and our present. At this point, history is important, don't get me wrong, but hearkening on it too much and then keeping on changing it and altering it after a while, it does feel like at some point, when is enough is enough. Because now there's people saying that, with Lewis and Clark, right? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Now people are saying Lewis and Clark wasn't the one who discovered the New World. It was someone else. I don't know. Who knows anymore? Who knows? Doesn't really matter. That's why I say that. It literally does not matter. The point of the thing matters. Not who it was. Whichever one. I'm more of the Lewis and Clark one, but I could be wrong. So... yeah, and and that's what I heard. People are saying it was a Viking that discovered America first, not Britain. People are saying it was the Vikings. I'm like, then why weren't we invaded by the Vikings? But it's like, I don't know. It could be either way. Maybe it's both. Maybe they both discovered it, and maybe the Vikings just decided, this land sucks. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Let's go back in history for... Oh, wait. Yeah, Celia, ask your question while I take us on a history trip for a second. Let's go back in history for a second. Let's, for just giggles here, let's assume that Viking is the first original discoverer of America before Lewis and Clark ever got there. The only way I can imagine that this is legit is that Viking got here with his Viking bros. They got off the longboat. They came up on shore, did some surveys of the land. Must have landed in Florida. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, silly. Looked at the lay of the land and was like, I can't do that meme version of when you, that really deep voice going, nope. They went, nope. Got back on the boat and said, see ya. Christopher Columbus, yeah, not Lewis and Clark. Christopher Columbus. Yeah, Lewis and Clark came after. Right. Thank you for that, Darius, because, like I said, I'm not a history buff. History was never my thing. I just know the basics of it. I don't know all the juicy details. But at this point, does anybody? Because now it feels like everything I learned in school means jack crud these days. So, oh well. You know. And it doesn't really matter, like I said, past is past. What matters is the future and the present. Learn from your history, but do not harp. What is it? I don't know what the right word is. Basically, don't focus on the history, just learn from it. So, the Azure Lane commanders are Dunkirk, Hipper, Otago, Belfast, Nelson, and Hood. And they're the Azure Lane versions, right? So they're the anime quirky versions. I'm putting it that way because I don't want to give too much away, Bacon. Just answer yes or no. But those are the Azure Lane versions of each of them. Ooh, wait, the hipper. Ooh, the hipper. The hipper? My brain just finally kicked in with that. The hipper? Yes. My brain is like, it went hipper, 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 and then my brain went hipper. Let's see. They give you the commander and the skin. We have to get this. I know I went quiet right there. It was kind of awkward. I'll have to figure out. I'll have to save up for that one. I'll probably get Hipper first, because Hipper is the one I want the most. And then I'll go for the other ones. But you said Hood's coming out first, so I wonder if they're coming out. I'll figure it out as it happens. I just want the Hipper one. Alright, let me go back to Bone Singer's question. You become a god, and now you have to create purgatory for people that haven't been in a good life, but neither the worst. What will your purgatory be like? I don't want to rip one off, but I guess the best way is you're going to have something like that. It needs to be kind of neutral. So, has anyone here ever seen the Netflix series The Magicians? Anybody? Has anybody ever... Yo, Shadow Scar! What's up, bro? Because I need to kind of know if anyone's going to even know what I'm talking about, or if I'm going to have to explain this. So Darius says, like King Yemma, basically Snake Way. That's his. But does anyone know what I'm talking about? Has anyone watched the Netflix series known as The Magicians? Like I have? Like any at all? If not, I'll just say yes or no. And then I'll explain if most people haven't, I'll explain what I'm talking about. And you'll kind of get why in a minute. It's very deep, and that's why I respect that this was chosen for this in the series, because it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But I might adapt mine a little bit to be like my own. You'll see in a minute. I've seen commercials, but you haven't seen it. Okay. So, Shadow Scar's seen you, so Kevin, you've seen commercials, but you haven't seen the series. I'm gonna assume nobody's seen it, since I'm not getting any yeses. I'm gonna assume nobody's seen it. So, just a real quick rundown. In that series, the neutral place in between places is what's called the library. And it is literally a library. It is a library with books with people's lives written inside the pages of the books. And the people who are neither good or bad run this library and get chosen to run this library because they're neutral. They won't judge you one way or the other. They will help you maintain your book and your life, but they won't intervene. Well, they will now. The series has gotten to a weird point, but it's still amazing to watch. But essentially, the concept behind what it is, or what it's supposed to do, is to keep balance. So it's basically what Purgatory kind of is in a way. It's the in-between spot for people who don't need to be in either spot, but still can serve a purpose. Well, to a certain extent. Some Purgatories are just endless nothing neutrality voids. Which to me is worse than some of the other two places you end up in ways. Like, I don't know what would be rather worse, if you believe in this, being lit on fire for eternity, or stuck in the darkness for eternity, where you have no senses, no sense of life or being, you're just nothing. I think that's worse in my opinion. Because that's like jeepers, unless it's like the library. Which is what I believe more in anyways, personally. I'm just going to say that. We're not going into that. But personally, I believe more in a type of deal like the library. That there's a place where you go in between to kind of decide where you're going next. But I also believe in reincarnation personally. I'm going to say that now. Just me. Just personally me. So I also think that has something to do with it too. But that's not here or there. Back to the question real quick. Kevin, I can't decide what to do about the FF7 remake. Why is that, bro? What's wrong, bro? Did you see something you didn't like? Oh, that worries me. Let me know while I answer this. But back to answering the original question. My purgatory would probably be like a video game store kind of deal. Kind of like the library, but because I'm a modern kind of guy, I don't really read as many books as I should. I'm more of a video gamer, like most people. It would be kind of the same deal, though. The games are people's lives. Like, you put them into these little crazy little weird purgatory systems, and it shows the person's life being played out as a game. And that code in that game can be rewritten to alter the events in that person's life. So the people who go there... Oh, no, not like that. Can you invite me to chat? Oh, okay, let me real quick blue screen, everybody. 1 second. Where are you? Oh wait, that's right. I forget. I have your real name. I don't know why I still think it goes down to there. There we go. Gotcha, bro. I sent you an invite. Let's see. Mine would be a huge maze with choices with 2 exits. So you kind of let the maze decide by fate is what you're doing. I like that too. Because the maze kind of ends up leading you whether you like it or not to where you're meant to be. Because that's kind of a play on willpower. I like that, Bone Singer. I like that. That has a lot of hidden meanings in it. Because it feels like a play on willpower and where you're drawing yourself to.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Okay.
Go ahead and... yo, what's up, James? Welcome to the chat. Go ahead and ask your... cooking, not safe for work cooking question. This is going to be an interesting one. Alright, go ahead. Oh, Bacon also said the Otago Commando base rate decreases detectability of torpedoes. Ooh. These Azure Lane commanders are going to be good. But yeah, go ahead and ask your question while everyone talks in chat. Could you be... James wants an invite too. Hold on, James. Alright, one real quick blue screen again. What's up, bro? Okay.
My problem is they pushed the release date back to April 10th.
Yep. Which makes my life harder because everything's in April.
Well, here's the kicker for me. That's a few days after my birthday. And they're going to refund me if I don't opt back in. They're going to refund me my money that I put in on that pre-order because I made that pre-order based on the original release date of March 3rd, before my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just keep it. Does it still count?
Well, they're going to refund me my money, and I'm going to assume they're going to cancel it. And I was just going.
Why can't they just transfer it over to the new date?
I don't know, because even technically now it still lets it, but I think they're just having everybody opt back in. I don't know why, but
that seems like is this GameStop?
No, this is on PlayStation. This is through PlayStation Store, digitally.
Really?
Yeah, they sent me an email a couple days, like 2 or 3, 4 days ago.
Why just change the release date?
They did technically because
I
the timer on.
I meant for the timer. Also, they changed the timer. So then, what's the point?
I guess they want. I guess they. I don't know, but like I said.
Okay, let me say this: let the option be there, but don't just do it automatically. Like, let the people decide if they want to keep it. Because I mean, if it were me, I'd just keep it anyways because I still want the game. It's just later than
my
it
thing
wants.
is I want the my thing is I want the game, but there's also stuff I really want right now that's out now that if I took that $60, I could get it. That's my
okay,
that's my
good.
debate.
Oh, okay. Well, that's up to you. For me, I'm in the opposite position. Yo, what's up, James?
What y'all talking about? Joe might be asking.
We're talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake getting pushed back to April. I already knew this, but I have a totally different problem than he does.
Like I said, my birthday comes April 1st. That's 10 days, like 10 days before. What's it? And I'm confidently willing to say I can put money that I'm gonna get enough for my birthday that if I wanted to buy the game on my birthday, I could, and then I'm locked back in again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my fucking debate going in my head. Do I 100% lock it in, or do I, take the money and get something with it? I've got a couple days to decide before they're going to cancel it completely. It's like February 2nd. So I'm literally debating it in my head.
Oh, so you have to let them know. Okay. Well, at least they're giving you a chance to let them know that they'll just put it back in.
No, that's the thing. They're letting me know. They're just saying, hey, you have to opt in by February 2nd, otherwise we're canceling
thank gosh I didn't already pre-order it yet. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
If you don't check your email, and it's like, and you go in there one day, you're like, my fucking pre-order's done. Look at your watch. My money's back.
I mean, I guess at least if they gave me my money back, I'd be okay with that. But still, it's I don't know.
Because I said, I made that pre-order based on the assumption of the release date, and then like 2 months before, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're pushing it back. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
I'll answer both your questions in just a second, Bunsinger. But I also want to say one other thing is. See, I wish I could help you on that, but I have my problem is completely the opposite of that.
You're tight to the point that it's like, no, can't get nothing.
Well, that's the thing. I can't get anything until April, but guess what? There are 8 different games coming out that I need to get in April.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
Cyberpunk 2077 got pushed back. I know that much. I forget what it got pushed back to.
That's fine with me. It's like middle of the year. That thing just can't get released. Oh man, poor thing. But this does mean hopefully it will be better. I will say this: as much as it has been pushed back at this point, I'm expecting at this point, and I'm saying this now to the creators of Cyberpunk. No pressure, by the way.
Yeah, it's like the more you push something back, at a certain point you're like, you know they're polishing it, you know they're making it the best they can, but there's a certain point it's like, yeah, you do realize you do that, you make the pressure.
Yeah, this game better be made out of gold at this point if it's getting pushed back this much. It's even got Keanu Reeves in it now. Come on now. So I'm like, this game better be a brand new golden goose egg of its time. And I know it's like, I'm sorry to say that, put that on your head, Cyberpunk, but you are doing this to yourself, pushing this back every time.
Yeah, it's like every time you call, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're having a bunch of, yeah, that's the thing. Like, oh, at least it wasn't as bad as fucking Code Vein last year. Like the day of release. Oh, by the way, like the day before release. Oh, by the way, we're pushing it back a whole fucking year, and I'm like,
that was insane. I think that was
completely killed.
I think that was just a screw up by accident. I think that was just a mess up. I don't think they intended on that.
Because they felt like they killed the hype for that. Like literally, it felt like the hype for that game just died right after that.
Which it came back, but
it came back. But I was like, I had even forgotten about the game that took so long for them to get here.
I kind of did too. That's why I ended up doing it on the channel now. But let me answer these questions real quick. Let's see. You are about to fight a stranger after a bar altercation. One of his friends says, "Kick his ass." What's the most terrifying nickname you could hear?
It's like, I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass.
Kick its ass. No, but she's saying like, what would be the most terrifying nickname to hear someone say in a bar? Kick his ass, such and such.
Kazuma Kiryu?
No, like a nickname, not a real name.
Like Destroyer. I heard that name.
Like Gravedigger or Destroyer or something crazy weird like that. Earbiter or something.
Yep. I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of something.
Okay, alright, cool. So probably.
Alright. Where's
Kick his ass, Nut Cruncher. I don't want to get beat up by a guy named Nutcruncher because I know what to expect from that.
I was gonna say Nutcracker.
Cruncher's worse. Cracker, you might survive that because it might just nail you and kick you in the gonads. Cruncher means that dude is going to take his fist and go BAM! Basically, like, no, he's gonna Johnny Cage you, basically. If you want a good example.
Ooh, I like Johnny Cage. Annoying that way.
So, that's probably, so the next one. You gain $1 for every time you've... Oh. What could you buy? YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. That would be bad. I don't do it that much. No, I'd probably buy, you said only $1 though? Over an entire course of a teenage lifetime? Probably actually a good amount of games. That is no understatement. If we're including my entire history... YouTube was a huge overstatement. I was just making a joke there, but I ain't lying. I could probably get at least, this is just rough estimate. I don't have any math behind this whatsoever. Yeah, you know what? Probably at least 6 games. That's a rough estimate. 2030, you're asked to train. 2030, you're asked to train the new guy at work and introduce himself. And he introduced himself. When I was 3, I fell into a gorilla enclosure. What would you do? Talking about the kid who fell into the zoo enclosure. What would I do? Make friends with the gorillas? No, I don't know, actually. I don't know what you would do in those kind of situations. I mean, if you're a little kid, there's not much you can ask of a little kid. As an adult, your best situation is to stay the freaking calm and do not try to test that gorilla's alpha attitude. It's attacking you because it's inserting its dominance. If you immediately give the hell up, it'll see that as you are accepting it as the alpha, and it might not kill you. Now that only works on herbivores. Don't try that on a lion.
I don't think. Oh, hey, your food. Have you tried Joker yet?
Oh yeah. I love him. I love him to death.
You also have Sindel?
I have everybody.
Right.
Yeah, he does. I have.
I'll have Spawn on early access as soon as he gets here, hopefully next month. I think it's next month. Something like that. Find him in the parking lot. Yeah, good. Well, Darius is a big dude. Darius is a big dude.
Thanks for talking to me, dude, and I appreciate your opinion.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Or no, you missed to read the what? You misread the question.
So I'll let you go and have fun.
Oh, you headed out? All right, bro.
Yeah.
We're probably
we got a birthday party tonight. Question: Are you playing Monster Hunter World?
Yes, I'm helping James out.
Okay, I'm gonna be trying to get back into that in a day or two, probably.
Okay.
I got it re-downloaded, so I'm gonna start a new character.
We can help you, Shadow. We can help you.
I think he's ahead of you, James.
No, I'm starting over from square one, so I'm behind y'all.
Okay, then we'll do that then. Okay, cool. Then me and...
I have a character that's way probably ahead of most of y'all, I don't know about you, but I'm probably ahead of him, but I'm
pretty sure I'm ahead. Where did you leave off with your best character? Who was your last fight? Who's your last time?
The one that I can remember?
Yes.
Pink Rathian.
Yeah, my character's way stronger. I already beat Xeno.
Shit.
Yeah, but yeah, trust me. If me and Sealer are in the same party, we can get you and James to the end of the game pretty quickly.
I'm debating if I get the money back. Do I want to get the Iceborne expansion? I don't.
That's
know.
what I'm doing it for. That's why Sealy was helping me the first time, but I stupidly forgot to save. Me and Sealy had spent an entire stream. We did 2 other hunts before we did Xenogebia. Then we beat Xenogebia. I beat the game. I even did, for the fun of it, at the end after Sealy left.
Do we know
stupidly.
if we can do the weird little like special event hunts they still had, or do they not have those anymore?
I hope they have one of them at least, because you kind of beat me to it. That was what I was just about to mention.
Because I want to do the behemoth hunt and get the dragoon armor.
Yeah.
As someone who uses the insect glaive, I'm like that armor and that weapon were like I must earn this. I don't care. I'll wait for fucking holiday or something for that event to show up again, and I'll do it again.
I don't know about that one, but I don't know about the behemoth one if it's there. I think it still is, but the one I'm hoping is still there is the one that pushed me to once I found out I forgot to save that game, I deleted Monster Hunter for about a month.
What were you
I got
hunting for?
so mad.
What were you hunting for?
The Volition from Witcher.
Oh.
That thing,
right.
when you're playing as Geralt, not your character, is a super pain in the ass. Like, oh my goodness, I spent 2 hours fighting that battle just to lose it and run out of time to kill it. and I forgot to save it that night because I had gotten so mad at the Lishin, plus I had gotten distracted because Sealy had told me about the Lishin battle, but I had initiated the mission thinking, okay, I thought the first mission was just going to be me tracking it, not fighting it. No, it turns out the first mission has a full-on cutscene story. Geralt of Riviera shows up in the Monster Hunter world through a portal and magic, and he has to hunt the Lishin that's brought him
like
there with
trying
him.
to find. It's just like with the thing where you have to hunt cactuars, and cactuars show up, and you can catch them.
Now, they're always
Have
there,
them
though.
as pets.
Yeah, but they're always in the game. I have one.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's still there then. Or you have to fight the Kuluyaku that gets the crystal, and it gets huge.
Mm-hmm.
The giant fucking Kuluyakus, man. Fucking
Yeah.
the what they
I just
carry
wanna-
rocks.
Oh yeah, I want to fight the behemoth though.
Yeah, although I heard
never
that
did
fight
fight
is
him.
a bitch.
Only
I've seen that
until
fight.
you learn how the ultimate works for him in this game.
Oh, you mean like the giant meteor thingy that you have to
Yeah.
get behind the rock, and
Mhm.
or otherwise you die?
Yeah, that happens in the online Final Fantasy game too. Once you learn how it works in Monster Hunter, you can do it.
Okay.
But you just gotta learn how it works.
Yeah.
Because it is awkward in Monster Hunter how it works. It's not as tightly perfected as it is in the online Final Fantasy game. When you fight when you fight the King Behemoth in the raid.
Yeah. Alright, man.
But alright, bro. Or no, you're going to a party. I was gonna say I'll re-invite you when I get off it. Alright, bro. I'll see you or talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Later.
If you're up, is it alright to pick you up if I'm done like early or something?
Yeah, if you get it back on, I'll probably be up late tonight anyways. I gotta grind some more SD Gundam.
Okay. Alright, later, man.
Alright, later. Alright. I'm gonna have to get off here. It's been about 2 hours. Let me do at least 1 or 2 more questions and then we're gonna call it. Let's see. Bacon said, okay, a seal is going to fight a gorilla. Oh, no, we were talking about the kid, Bacon. But Sealy said it already. 2 hours to fight it, but the time limit is 59 minutes. Wait a minute. Yeah, because I did it twice. I even tried after I had quit the stream. I didn't have a good night. That's why I was like, ugh. That's why I said 2 hours. Both failed attempts. And both times that little Pookie died that I tried to save. It was such a sad night. Oh well. This time I'm using a different weapon. I don't care if it doesn't look good on Geralt. If that mission is still there, we're going to have a special episode of me murdering that tree man. That tree man must die.
Tree man.
Tree man must die. Unless it's Groot. Groot is awesome, but it's not Groot. So it's Groot's
Oh.
angry cousin. Groot is a badass. We need Groot's help. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
But you are a god and decide to reveal yourself to humanity. How do you do it? I'm trying to think of a way. I'm trying to think what's the better option. A cool way would be like if you're gonna reveal yourself as a god, like a good thing to do a show right now, and that you're a cool dude and you want to help people and humanity. Save Australia for one. It's going through a lot of hell right now. But I'm trying to think of something funny. Wait a minute, what was Darius' answer? Destroy the moon and bring it back to life in television. To try to cover it up, I would start killing people. That's messed up. No, but here's the joke thing I would do. If I was a god and could create life and all that, I'm bringing back the dodo bird. The dodo will exist. Or not. So to play Yamato, there was a new currency that you used to play Yamato. I saved up to 28, and they will give me 180,000 credits per Yamato token. So I get 5 million credits February 3rd. Oh! Smart! That's a weird, stupid way to make people play as Yamato, but at least you got something out of it. But anyways, that's smart though. You're using them for the smarter thing. You're using them to get ships that are going to be in the game, are going to be permanent for right now, and are going to have also a good captain with them too. So, smart decision, Bacon. And then Seeley says, I will show myself as a homeless guy and appear just out of the crowd. They will be distracted by a beam of light at Ardnot. The Behemoth and the Witcher events will always be in the special event. Oh, good! So we do get to have a special episode of me killing Tree Man. Good! Good! Because I want revenge. Then we're going to go for the Behemoth. So, Kevin, as you see the rest of the stream, Seeley said they're in there. The events are always in there for those two. Good to know. Good. After I help James become a genius, Monster Hunter, the Lich will die. Because we won't do that this weekend. At least not the Lich. I'm not ready for that this weekend. We'll do that next weekend. This weekend, I'll probably, if we do anything Monster Hunter this weekend, it'll probably be on James's channel if he wants to stream it. And you'll see me killing all the monsters. Unless Seeley's present, then Seeley might be taking most of the games. Because Seeley's even stronger than I am, so. I'm basically, I hate to say this about myself, this is going to hurt really badly. It seems like I'm always in this position. I'm Vegeta, he's Goku. If I'm Vegeta, Seeley is most certainly Goku in this situation. Especially when it comes to Monster Hunter. Yes, I mean God created man. Man destroys God. Like the saying. Yeah. Wait. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs. Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth.
Well done.
That was from Jurassic Park 1, if anyone doesn't remember that great saying. That was by Ian Malcolm.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was great.
That's if you have lost the new trailer. Interesting.
Well, I just like I like that saying. That saying to this day is one of my favorite sayings in that movie. It's so hilarious, but yet so ironic and kind of true if you look at the brass tacks of it. Because guess what? I'm not saying anything, ladies. You could have easily created the dinosaurs too. But it was a male Asian scientist who lost his mind and created dinosaurs. along with John Hammond, an old man. Both dudes. So, in a way, maybe it's a good thing that we're saying that we're the ones that did it and the women aren't, because that does mean that the women were smarter and were like, why the hell would you make dinosaurs? You're an idiot. That's probably what all the women scientists said to John Hammond and to Professor Wu, whatever his name is. It's like, you're crazy. Who would do that? The dummies. That's who. Or not. If you have the Azure Lane Commander on your ship, the voiceover is replaced with the Azure Lane Commander voice, and Kagero gets torpedo reload speed with that 20 Japanese torpedoes in 8 seconds. Woo! That's a lot of torpedoes in 8 seconds. Oh my god. So James.
Yes.
What do you think about 20 torpedoes in 8 seconds?
Fuck that.
Get ready for it.
Ain't going near that damn.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
Which one's that?
That's the Kagero's the Azure Lane Kagero.
What shit would that be then?
That's the commander. It's the commander from Azure Lane. That's
the commander. Well, imagine on the French ship or a Japanese.
Oh no, he said if you put them on any of your ships, they not only does it replace their voiceovers, but you can get some nasty effects on certain ships.
Right, put it on German then.
Oh no, Jay. No.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, I will say the
torpedoes.
Japanese one is slightly still scarier because that's 20 torpedoes you can't see. Remember, they fire from way outside of detection range.
Well, imagine having that on a German battleship or German destroyer, cruiser eyes.
Oh God! Bacon just said, just imagine three. Where he said, just imagine 3 of those Kageros in a division with that torpedo reload booster. That's 60 torpedoes every 8 seconds.
Yeah, imagine that on a German battleship. I could put that on my
It's for torpedoes. It's not for. It's for it's for torpedo reload, not main gun reload.
Yo, I'm gonna put that on my shiny horse.
What? Because it's got torpedoes? That does. I don't know. I mean, I get it, but I feel like there's probably a better Azure Lane captain that probably makes a German battleship way more OP. And we just have to see who all were. He told me who all we're getting, but I don't know all their stats by heart, so I'll have to get. We're even getting the Hipper. Yes. That one I'm excited about. The Hipper is the one I'm excited about the most. You go to the doctor for your yearly checkup and they tell you that you can never get sick in any way. You are immune to everything that exists or will exist. How do you live your life? I go to the most disease-ridden, infested part of the planet and cure diseases. I know that sounds really cliche. I don't care. If I have that ability, why not use it? Like, literally, why not use it? If I'm immune to disease, why not go to a place that needs the most help against disease and help them? That is a good point, though. Sealy with the science facts. If you're immune to disease, that means you're also immune to bacteria, which means you're immune to all bacteria, which means even good bacteria, which means you will die. So, Sealy with the science. The science seal. There will be a nation. Wait, right? There will be a nation specific. So the only German Azure Lane commander is Hipper. So you can only put Hipper on Scharnhorst. Yeah, but Hipper commander should be great. I'm pretty sure the Azure Lane Hipper commander is insane, if I remember correctly, from the PC version. Because I know, because we don't have the Japanese ones right now. So, I wonder what that means for that. Bone Singer. Just for the sake of argument, only the bad ones. Okay, well, in that case, then my original answer stands. If I'm immune to disease-type bacteria that causes disease, then yeah, I'm going to go and use my powers for good and help people the best I can. I will immediately take up a degree in medical science, and I will immediately go do what I said. But that's if I had that ability to be immune to diseases from everywhere, no matter how serious it is. Like, we're even talking plague-level disease immunity, so... Then I will spread my immunity via research. Or that's a good one too. But I would start in the worst place in the planet, though. Test the limits of my endurance. That's true. Well, I'm kind of doing that by osmosis anyways. I have 14 premiums, plus I'm going to be getting good at Good and Belfast, so I will have 16 premiums. Oh, you're going to get... You meant the hood. He meant to say the hood.
Belfast.
He meant to say the hood. He's going to be getting the hood in the Belfast.
But I said Belfast, I believe, if I remember playing Azure Lane correctly, is the carrier. I believe, if I remember correctly.
That can't be right. There's no... Unless we're just getting the Belfast Commander. We don't have carriers, so there's no way we're getting a carrier.
I mean, yeah,
unless this is how they introduce carriers. And they haven't told anybody.
Because I remember, I believe I may be wrong, but I think playing Azure Lane, you can Belfast stays as a carrier.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never played Azure Lane. I think I've seen it once. So.
I have, and my phone and everything I got a bit built, got up, grinded for has been wiped.
For the sake of argument, only you are immune. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. I want to play it though. What is it? Where would you even get that on? Is that something I could get on Steam?
Being try PC. I've never tried it, but I know you can get it on your phone.
Oh, I guess so. But
I mean, if you want to search it. Being still harm in that.
You know what? We're gonna do something real quick on Steam, right here on the left here. In the stream, just real quick. And you can
close Gundam down as well. You can close Gundam as well. Just sole purpose of research.
But what? I'm not in Gundam right now. I would have been way more over here at this screen, a lot more. Had to make it so don't think anyone but 40k join. Goddamn Bone Singer, and you're trying to bring me down. Had to make it harder. No, Belfast is a Tier 7 British cruiser. They also will add Belfast Commander. So no, you must be thinking of a different ship.
Yeah, I must be thinking about something else. I mean, yeah, I thought so. So who the fuck was that commander then? No idea. Why do I have airbrush in my bed?
At least you'll be in the history books. Also, I need to beat Plague Inc. Plague Inc. is a good game. It has tons of mods that make it even better, because you can do xenomorphs. You can do all kinds of stuff. There's a YouTube.
Even xenomorphs. I think it's not a xeno characters. There's no xeno characters. Actually.
If I could make xenomorph characters, James, they'd be in every one of my games.
I know it is. That's the worst thing about it. You playing Wreckfest with a xeno car with
exactly. Exactly. It doesn't even have wheels, just runs around the track at high speeds.
Yeah, it's the fastest thing in the game then.
Right, because it doesn't have to worry about slipping and sliding. I'm just gonna be and I can run on the walls without ever leaving them.
That's the worst thing, because then you're getting. Imagine it's the fastest thing though, and as well as riding on walls to get even more speed. That's worrying. You might break the game doing that. Actually, I don't know.
Probably. Could you imagine the loop? You get a xenomorph and go around that thing so quick.
I know it would. That'd be the scariest thing.
Oh man. They're adding Hood and Hood Commander as well.
Oh,
nice. Nice. Then I will just blood transfuse the people's sickness so they will be cured. Because I mean, you're transfusing white blood cells which kill every sickness. So I can just give it to others. Silly, it only work on you. I like the Bone Singer is she's getting upset because Seely keeps trying to find a way around her question because he keeps looking for a loophole. Instead of answering it straight up and just saying, dude, just make it easy on yourself and do what I did. Just use normal science to cure the disease, but you're immune to it. Man.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
It's serious, just Sealer.
Ranked Battle Season 3 will also start on the update. Ooh, nice. That means we can get our ranks up again. How the F will a set amount of white blood cells kill the entire body? And plus, Silly's determined. It's a unique form of white blood cells, damn it. Just like how certain blood... she makes sense, Seely. It's just like a blood type thing. You can't give somebody with O negative B positive. It just doesn't work. At least not without them dying. That somehow kills every good... A sick compatible person. Oh man, we're just gonna leave it at that one. This has been a good one, guys. I think we should start wrapping up. I think at the end here, if you have a new blood type that no one else has, makes sense. That's also why you're probably immune, because that would have to be a new blood type. But yeah. And if you're in Iowa, be careful. Jean Bart can citadel you from the front. Really?
That's
not good. So kill Jean Bart if I see them. Got it. New blood type. Oh, you mean the bull?
What about the kid? Being big T then?
Wait, you broke up real bad, James.
I mean, would he be a big big tier killer? Because most ships have big armor at the front.
Yeah, basically it'd be. I mean, I think it's a cruiser too, right? Isn't the Jean Bart a cruiser? Or is the Jean Bart a French battleship?
He's a French battleship guy.
I can't get on there right now. I can't tell you. Did James get the Jean Bart? I don't think he did. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Was it a premium ship?
No, it was one of the campaign ships.
Oh, I don't like that they do that, man. Like, I understand if you miss it, you miss out on it, but they're doing it with ships that were just in the freaking tech tree in the BC game. Jean Bart, a battleship with a 20-second reload, 380mm guns, and a reload booster. That's gotta be a premium ship. That's pretty scary sounding, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that scares even my German vessels in their boots a little. Because that makes an Iowa kind of have to be careful. I can only imagine what it would do to something else. So, how would a person produce such godly white blood cells, but when given to another compatible, it kills them?
The Jean Bart is a premium French battleship.
Yeah, I figured. I'd probably just have to get it at some point if I have any. At this point, I'm gonna have a lot of extra. Well, not a lot of extra money. That's a big overstatement for me, but in comparison to my normal amount. Hey, Mom, I'm about to get off here. If you can hold on a second. But I'm probably gonna have to get off here, guys, because I need my mom's help before I get off here. So I hope you all have. I need to go ahead and kind of wrap it up. It's been a good one. Let me read this real quick. What's the cringiest thing you've done in school? I didn't really do much cringiness in school. I never really. This is gonna sound really sad. Cue the sad music again if I had any. Other than my set group of people that I knew, after middle school, I never really had any real friends in school. And in elementary, I never really got in any trouble or did any cringy things. My school years weren't the greatest. I didn't Well, let me rephrase this. Early years of school, amazing. The last years towards last years of high school, last years of, or in the beginning of college, amazing. Everything in between those, horrible. Especially everything in between elementary and high school. But, like, that era was not a good era. That era was bad. But, wear a top hat to prom. Yeah, that's edgy, I guess. Weird, but edgy. I don't know. I can see that. I can see someone being that kind of suave, like, I have a top hat. Something like that. She is balanced. She only has 37 millimeter belt. She's going to melt under. Oh, so she's going to melt under HE. She has no belt armor. So she sets on fire really easy. So she receives just as much damage as she dishes out. That sounds like a friendship.
Yeah, that
That sounds like a French vessel. So maybe a German battleship would be good at killing it then. Maybe I've killed one before and I didn't know it. But anyways, alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here. We could do this all night if we kept going, but it's getting late and I kind of want to relax the rest of the night and chill out. Brother Darius has already headed out. He says, see you hard knock, I'm heading out. Alright, Darius, thanks for joining, bro, and everyone who joined tonight. The last time before we go, since I have you all here, I want to apologize for the last 2 videos this week. They could have been a lot better. I do not like... I went back and watched them. I don't like them at all. I'm not deleting them because I'm not that kind of person. I keep my mistakes because it helps me learn from them. So, they're staying on the channel, but, yeah, I wanted to apologize for how stressed I've been and the way I kind of been for the last 2 streams, for the last 2 days, maybe even last week even, just worse was the last 2 days. I deeply apologize, guys, and I'm sorry about that. I will do better next time. So, I saw a GC fleet staring at a space billboard. We get distracted. It's like squirrel, but in this case it's a billboard. Billboard. But alright, everybody. I hope you all had an awesome one tonight. Peace and love. I hope you all have had a good one. And until next time, Bone Singer. It was from Nuka-Cola. Makes sense. I hope you all had an awesome one. Until next time, peace and loves. I love you all. And I will see you all for tomorrow's streams. Bye, everybody. While bombarding a planet. Yeah, we just drink Coca-Cola all day while air striking planets, and you know, that's how it is. But alright, everybody, bye-bye. Until next time, or until tomorrow, have a good night, everyone. If you have fun, step on that toes up button, and once again, sorry for the last 2 days. Oof. Until next time, peace and love, everybody. Good night, everyone.